I want to show you how to create a call bull spread. This is a revised video of a previously released one where I found a couple of glaring mistakes. I had a typo here. I had the wrong strike price for this option here, both here, and I also had the wrong formula here. And a couple of people noted that they just couldn't get it to work, and that's my fault. I had the wrong formula there. So I'm going to revise this one and I'll get rid of the one that is incorrect. So a call bull spread is a bull spread that's created using call options. And what you're going to do is you're going to buy one call option and you're going to sell a second call option with a higher exercise price. Now, why do you buy a call option? You buy a call option because you think the price will go up. And what a call option allows you to do is to buy the stock at the exercise price. In this case, it happens to be 20. So here's my long call. You can buy at 20, and the premium or the price you pay to be able to buy a share of stock at 20 is $2. Now, if the price is below 20, this option is out of the money. It's not worth anything, right? Why would you pay $20 to buy a share of stock using the option if you could buy the stock, for example, for $5, right? You wouldn't. You just go into the market, go into your, Schwab account or E-Trade account and buy the shares at $5 a share, right? No reason to pay 20 for it. Now, when the price is below 20 or 20 or below, you're going to lose $2, right? You can't use the option to buy it at a cheaper price. Now, as the price rises above 20, for every dollar it rises above 20, you make $1. So you go from losing 2 to losing 1. It rises another $1. Now you don't lose anything. So the break even is 22, right? That makes sense. You can buy the stock at 20. You can sell it at 22. You make $2 minus the $2 premium you paid. Now, as the price continues to rise, for every dollar it goes up, you make $1. And there's no limit to how much money you can make here. But let's be honest. It's not likely to be the case that in 3 months the stock is going to go from $20 a share to $40 a share. Maybe you think it's only going to go from 20 to 24 or 25 or something like that. So here's where you use the bull spread. You're going to sell a call option with a higher exercise price, in this case the 24, or the option that has an exercise price of 24. Why do you do that? Because you get some money back for it. You get paid. Somebody gives you $1 for the right to buy the stock from you for 24. And this is going to reduce the cost of the strategy. So here you receive the $1. See, it's positive. It's not in red numbers, right? And as long as the price stays below 24, you make $1. As it rises above 24, every dollar rises above 24, you lose $1. So what this does, by buying a call and then shorting or writing a call with a higher exercise price, it reduces the cost of the strategy. It reduces the break-even point. In Excel, you can put these formulas in this way. So it turns out that, remember, with a call option or any option, if you bought it, you have the right but not the obligation to use it. So you can just throw it away if it's not worthwhile. So the worst that can happen is it's not worth anything. That's why we have this function here. The maximum, so in Excel we put in equals the maximum of B7. B7 is the stock price, minus D3. I put the $sign in so when I copy down, it stays at this $20 exercise price, or 0. So if the stock price is above the exercise price, it's in the money. And then you subtract out the premium you paid, which in this case is $2. So you can see that when it's below 20, it just takes on a value of 0. The intrinsic value of the option is 0, so you lose the $2. Once it rises above that, for example, let's just pick a price of 25. Look at this formula. It's going to be 25 minus 20, right, which is $5. That's greater than 0. So that's going to be $5 minus the cost, the premium, which is $2. And so you make $3, right? And so here the profit is $3. Likewise, when you put in the payoff for the short call, it's really the payoff for the long call, and it's just the negative of that. So I'm just going to put in the payoff for the long 24 call, which would be stock price, minus the exercise price, which is in E3 here, okay, or 0, and then subtract out the premium. And then I'm going to make that, whatever value this is, I'm just going to make it negative. Right? And you can see that when you short this call, as long as the price is below 24, you make $1, right? You sold this, it's not going to be exercised against you. Now the bull spread is just the combination of the call, long call, and the short call. So you just add these two columns together. And you can see that here, now your loss is $1 instead of $2 because you're collecting $1 from the sale here. And what you can see is we've lowered the break-even point. The break-even point, this column is the long call, is 0. It's 22 is your break-even point. But for the bull spread, the break-even point is 21. So you've lowered the cost. All right, so let's see what the payoff looks like. The payoff looks like this. So what I've done to draw the graph is you can just highlight all of these, and then you can go into insert, and then you can choose the kind of graph it is. I usually choose recommended graph because I know how it's supposed to look, and sometimes I choose the wrong one here. And so let me just do this here. See if I can highlight this. Right? If I highlight this and then I choose recommended, all right, I want this one here. Now this has the long call, the short call, and the bull spread. I'm not going to do that. I've already drawn it. Once you've drawn this, you can look at each piece individually. Right? You can highlight the graph, and you see this little icon here, and I can choose to look at simply, let's just look at the long call first. So I'm going to apply. Right? So this is the case where you lose $2 at 20. For every dollar it goes above 20, you make $1. Let's look at the short call only. Here your payoff picture looks like this. You start out making $1, right? Remember, you sold somebody the right to be able to buy at 24. As long as the price is below 24, they won't use the option, and you make your $1. For every dollar it goes above 24, you lose $1. When you combine these two, right? So you can either look at it this way, the adding across, or you can look at the graph here that I've created, which is just, let me just look at the bull spread, which is what I originally had up there. The payoff looks like this, right? You start $1 in the hole. At 20, you start losing. My break even is 21. The maximum profit is $3. Why is it $3? Let's think about it. You can, the strategy costs $1, right? And for every dollar it goes above 20, you make $1. Once you hit 24, for every dollar you're making on the long call, you can see here, you're making $1. You start losing $1 here. And then it just flattens out to a maximum profit of $3. So this is a great strategy when you think the price is going to go up, but you don't think it's going to go up, from $20 a share to, $30 a share. You think it might go up to 23, 24, 25, right? It's going to go up a couple of bucks. It's an inexpensive strategy, right? It lowers your break-even point. Instead of costing $2 a share, it only costs $1 a share, okay? But it does cap your profits. So I hope this is a little bit clearer for the people who are trying to, look at the formula I put in there, which was incorrect. I hope this clarifies it. I'm going to take down the other video and I'm going to post this one instead.